Okay, so this Lizardfolk, you think it's gonna taste like anything?
I mean, if you just just cook it enough,
right?
And I'm sure you can put it in your mouth.
I was just microwaved everything.
Well, we don't have microwaves here. You're gonna have to put it in the fire.
Just put it on a stick.
Yeah,
we'll just cut a piece off, stick it, and then fire.
Bloody.
Have you ever played Monster Hunter?
Oh, should I do we have a stick like that?
I mean, there are trees everywhere.
Somebody has to sing the song, though, so I know when to stop.
I never played. What? And
then he starts beating up.
Oh, okay.
Goes the weasel.
Doesn't look that bad.
Put it in your mouth.
Eat it.
I've eaten alligator before, so this is probably roughly similar.
Yeah, but they had real kind of humanoid muscles.
I just feel weird. Who wants to try a bite?
My question is it gamey or not?
Thank God.
Here you go.
Tastes like chicken.
Well, I'm gonna try some.
Does everything taste like chicken, I wonder? That's like the whole thing, everyone's always like, it tastes like chicken.
It does taste
Actually,
like chicken.
People taste like pork.
Oh, do you think because, dinosaurs are lizards, chickens came from dinosaurs, so all the dinosaurs must taste like chicken?
Or chickens taste like dinosaurs, but yes.
I really hope that there's dinosaurs on one of these levels so we can figure that out.
Oh, God.
You okay? You look a little green.
Oh, my stomach. This isn't a good reaction. Why do I taste cherry cola? Oh. I gotta
you
go.
have to okay.
Just be safe. There were lizards.
Oh, God.
Yeah, don't go too far, but go far enough. Just not too far.
Yeah, just far enough.
We're in a video game. Did they program us to, that?
I think we're about to find out.
Well, here's the question.
Oh,
Can it come out? Or is it if we eat, we'll just throw up?
Oh God. Looks like,
Oh,
no.
Jesus.
Okay, so we're kind of very human here. So food poisoning, bad.
Make sure you cook your food completely.
Food poisoning bad.
I'm pretty sure there's secret hidden cooking rolls in here that we just failed.
Yeah, maybe it's not the lizard meat. Maybe we just can't succeed at a cooking check yet.
There was a chef background. I saw it in the manual, so...
Yeah! I should have, made myself trained in crafting and character creation.
How you doing over there, Frank? Are you okay?
I want to die. Oh, God, a lizard folk.
Oh, no!
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Carcosa Online Pathfinder Edition. We are ready to fight some Lizardfolk.
Woo!
But before that, we're going to introduce ourselves. I am your GM for this evening. My name is Lucas. My pronouns are he, him, and Marquis.
Hey, I'm Marquis. Party time on the internet. I am playing Akihiko Tomoe, who is a magus, he, him, played by the real in-game character Derrick Highland, who is also he, him.
And Aubrey.
Hello, I am Aubrey. I use she, her pronouns, and in this game, I play my real-life character in this game is Ryan Kelly, local college graduate, and her online avatar is Nysla Stoneheart, the Dwelf gunslinger investigator, the gunstigator, and they both use she, her pronouns.
Cassie.
Hi everybody, I'm Cassie. I play Vanessa, who is an unfortunate Carcosa online player. Her character is Morrigan, a Talarian monk. She, her for all of us.
Shen.
Hello, I'm Shen and I'm playing Lune Cross. A really unlucky Luminous, who's always unsure. Pretty much.
Last time on Carcosa Online, our heroes had decided to go into the swamp. They picked up Lune from 30 screaming scaly boys, and just first they also left a message with Smiley. They embarrassed Victoria Highland online. Great job for that as well. And I'm curious how the offline group's going to handle that. You all marched down into the first level of the dungeon. Vanessa or Morrigan, you took to the skies, sailing on the thermals, remembering my Animorphs words now that I googled the hell out of it, and you saw the whole area, and you saw travelers everywhere. They're fighting against creatures. There's a large glowing tree in the middle of a swamp, and you all decided, we're going to go there, because that's where ST3V3 pointed you towards. While going through the swamp, you were assaulted by mosquitoes. It was the worst. Nature is rude. You kept going, and eventually Lizardfolk found you, and they popped out of the water, 4 of them. 2 Lizardfolk Scout and 2 Lizardfolk Defenders. So they've somewhat surrounded you. So what I need from all of you is initiative.
I'm going to be rolling with acrobatics.
I got in 18.
How about you, Akihiko?
Dirty 20.
Lune?
14.
Morgan?
I got a 6.
Those tasty bugs.
Yep, those tasty bugs. Just distracted by bugs.
That's fair.
Distracted by bugs.
Alrighty. So we are starting with Akihiko.
Yeah. You're close enough, my friend, from where you stand. Akihiko, two-handing his staff, is going to use a spell strike. So you just watch as his hands go up out to the thirds of it as electric energy starts whipping around it, and he just makes a quick stabbing motion, going onto one leg in what could be just best described as a martial arts stance, because he's a weeb. So I will roll an attack roll. That is going to be an 18 to hit.
Which one are you hitting? One of the scouts or one of the defenders?
The one in front of me that I think is the defender.
That's a hit.
Woo! Alrighty. It's going to be 4 bludgeoning damage and 5 electric damage for a total of 9. 9 points of damage to just smack him. Letting the lightning or the electricity going around his body past the bludgeoning mark. And then with his last action, he spins his staff around him, bending that electrical energy around him into the cascade as he ends his turn.
I will actually increase the amount of electric damage you did, as they are wet and you're standing in water. So you all do feel a little bit of the electrical charge come your way, but it's not close enough that it would really do anything to you. But it does hit into the Lizardfolk, and you do see a sizzle come off of them. They're not done, but they definitely aren't having a good time. From Akihiko, it goes to Nysla.
So for my first action, I would like to devise a stratagem on the one that is directly in front of me.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Oh, nice.
Makes it a 27.
I mean, you're hitting the shit out of it with a critical.
Yep.
So your first set of damage is maxed out, and then you just roll again and add that on top.
Because guns work a little bit different. When a gun critically hits, it's got a fatal die.
Nice.
So instead of being a D6, it's a D10. Because it's a fatal D10. So it's 10 and deals an additional 1d10. So that is, bring out a 6, so it'll be a 16.
So you shoot this lizard folk, and it just leaves a hole like right through them. They immediately fall forward, holding onto their javelin. Their blood is spilling onto the ground. They are going pale fast as their eyes are wide, and they're just gripping this javelin. The other Lizardfolk are starting to hiss and snap as they're closing in.
And that action is to reload my gun.
Okay. Lune, what would you like to do?
Well, as Lune doesn't learn from his lessons, he throws his staff like a spear to the one beside Nye.
It's gotta get a returning room for that staff.
All right.
I'm gonna...
I guess let's see what you can do.
14.
You take your staff and, in classic 300 fashion, you hurl it, and it does actually make a bit of distance, which is impressive. It was not the intended use for this weapon, as it sinks into the water right near this almost dead Lizardfolk. So you still have 2 more actions, whatever you'd like to do.
Oh, 2. And for the second one, I guess I'll go and pick up my staff.
Okay, so you, yeah, you can make it there, no problem. You're right near this Lizardfolk who's looking over at you. You have 1 action left if you want. You can try to just club him over the head.
Nah, I'll throw the spear. I'll throw the staff again.
You're right in front of him. It would actually be more difficult to throw it than to hit him.
Just catch!
Yeah.
Oh, because he's intrigued by the spear of his Eidolon, so I guess he got, curious.
Okay, so you're gonna try to whip it at him in advantage, or are you gonna just like stab forward with your spear?
Stab forward with the staff.
Roll d20. This time you get your proficiency. Okay, so you got a 16. So they'll bring it up to a 20, and then bring it down to a 15 due to the penalty of second attack, which means it is a miss. So you stab forward with your spear. The Lizardfolk very weakly just tries to get out of the way as you're stabbing at it, just not quite close enough. And it goes from Lune to their go. The defender, one of them is going to go right up to Amber. One of them goes right up to Morrigan, and the sizzly one goes right up to Akihiko. Actually, the other one wouldn't go right up to Amber because it's just throwing a javelin. Akihiko. Let's see if this hits.
Oof.
11. So
That'll miss.
So it's still quite sizzled. It moves up. It swings its weapon. Not doing great. It's going to try again with a +3, and it gets a natural 1. It swings the weapon at you. It's so sure. It's like, this is the time. And it steps forward, and its leg just locks as it's then stepping sideways, as it's falling over. I will give you an attack of opportunity as you're right there in front of it.
I would love that. That is going to be a 21 to hit.
That is a hit.
Rolled a big old 1 on that damage, but that'll be 1 + 1 + 1. So 3. So 2 points of bludgeoning damage, 1 point of electricity damage.
You just kind of hit him on the ground while he's going down, but you didn't have enough momentum because he was also still going down. So, But you did still hurt him. He's still up, but just kind of like blubbling now. It's like the bubbles are coming up in the water. Very frustrated. The other one is going to also take a swing at you, Morrigan, for a 27. What is your AC?
19.
All right, not a critical, so
Jesus.
yeah, not great. So you are taking 4 points of damage. This flail swings, and it just hits you right in the side. You kind of try to move with it to not take so much damage as the creature is hissing at you. And it is going to just try to go in for another go as it saw that it was successful. So it swings in, but you're used to what the attack pattern now of this creature. You kind of just do a little jump over the swing as it was trying to go in low. It skips along the water, and then it's hissing, looking at you. The other two, the one very confused Lizardfolk scout who's almost dead, is looking at Lune. Lune, you tried to jab at it. It tries to jab at you in response. 24.
That's a jab.
What is your AC? I think you have an AC of 14.
A 14. Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a crit.
It's coming in heavy. Thankfully, this is the weaker version out of the two. But still, you are taking some damage. You were taking 15 points of damage. This Lizardfolk just stabs and it runs right through you. Just a little bit of glowing blood is dripping off of this, and it brings it out, and it's feeling very confident now. It has this second wind, like, oh, I could take down these travelers, and it's spinning in the air, coming in for another swing. But it is a miss as it swings, it tries to hit you, doesn't work. It is going to try to retreat from you. In Pathfinder, is retreat like one action, or is that multiple actions?
So you can take a 5-foot step, which is one action, or move your full speed, which is just one action.
Okay. And if you move the full speed, then it's attack of opportunity, but if it's a 5-foot step, then it's just...
Only if you have attack of opportunity. Not everyone does.
Okay.
Yeah, I think fighters may be one of the few. Fighters are the only ones at level 1 who have attack of opportunity.
Alright, they're taking off, because they're at 1 hit point, so they are going to try to make some moves. So they just start moving in the water, and they're not slowed down at all. Because you've all been sort of trudging through the water, and it's so like slowing you down, but they just start skipping along. The other one hurls a javelin at Amber. We're at 24. So you watch as this javelin sails true, stabbing right into their abdomen, piercing out, this glowing blood also dripping down into the water. You see they take out this blowgun as they go and they aim it. They're firing it at you, Nysla. 12. I think it's a miss.
12 is gonna miss, yeah.
So this little dart goes zooming right past your eyes as it just goes and thunks into a tree nearby. It hisses and starts moving a little bit down towards where the other defender is. And we go from these Lizardfolk to Amber. So, they're going to move up to you, Lune, as you look rough. You just took 15 points of damage. They're going to try to help you out. Alright, so you are getting back some hit points. Oh, they're maxed out. Is that anything?
I think it's...
If it's just a one action heal, it's literally just a D8.
Okay.
If the 2 action, it's D8 plus 8, I think.
Yep. And then 3 action heal is just 1d8 to everybody in 30 feet.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Mm.
All right, so they are going to do the 2 action heal on you, Shen. So, Lune, you feel fantastic. You know, your wounds are healing up, and you're back at them. You're in the ring. That is their go, as that's their 3 actions, and it goes to Mori.
Okay, I might need a little help with this one. I want to do the key strike. So, Morrigan is a little pissed that she got hit by this thing. Like, she was having such a good time, like, discovering all these aspects of being a bird, and it's just ruined by this. So, we're gonna do the key strike. I'm not sure how this, like, +1 status bonus thing
You just
works.
add +1 to whatever you roll.
Okay, so instead of a +7, it would be a +8 or a +2 or a +3 instead of a +2 for damage.
Mm-hmm.
No, the status bonus to attack rolls with the strikes, and the strikes deal 1d6 extra damage, so you'd add a d6 extra as well.
Okay, that is a 17.
That's a hit. Then you roll your damage and an additional 1d6.
And you choose the damage type of force, lawful, negative, or positive. Force is an easy one to go with.
Yeah, force just means it's force damage.
Oh, okay.
But there are types of damage called lawful, chaotic, positive, and negative, or good or evil damage. Things that are of an opposite alignment can be damaged by those types. If they are the same alignment, they cannot be. So you can't hit a good person with good.
Okay.
If you punch an undead with your positive key strike, it'll take extra damage, probably.
Excellent. Okay, so the first roll is 8, because it's 6 plus 2, and then the second roll is 2. So 10 for the first hit.
You pull back this fist, so there's this glowing energy around it, and you hit. And like the water just also ripples out behind this Lizardfolk as you just strike this energy right through them. And they take this hit and they let out this hiss as they kind of situate themselves and getting ready to strike at you again.
Try hit it again. Just a regular unarmed fist. That is an unnatural 20.
Oh, yeah, no, you definitely hit.
7.
The first hit, you hit them right in the gut, and like they move, they buckle down a little bit. Then you bring your fist up, your other one, and catch them right across the jaw. A few lizard teeth are just flying off into the water, and they're now a little bit like drunkenly weaving as they're still up, but they look rough.
Okay, and one more action. I don't think that she would just take off. So, how much is lowered on the third attack?
It'd be a -4, -8, because your fists are agile.
-8. Okay.
Can you tell I play probably way too much Pathfinder?
So that is a 10.
All right, so your last attack, you go in for a kick, but you're working in the water right now, so it's a little bit difficult, and you don't quite connect with them as they back up a little bit, bringing up their shield. And then it goes from you, Mori, to Akihiko. So there is a bubbling lizardfolk in front of you.
Akihiko will start spinning his staff in between the two of them, and then slowly kind of turns so that the momentum catches both of them at the same time as he uses the focus spell, spinning staff. So he'll get to make an attack against both of them. Okay, so the first one should probably hit at a 24.
Yeah.
And the second one probably will not hit at a 12.
No, that is a miss.
The first one is going to take a grand total of 5 points of damage, 4 bludgeoning and 1 electric damage. The one that is in front of him will take that damage, and the second one will miss.
So the one in front of you strike it down, and you watch as its health bar just hits to nothing. As the lizard folk just sort of bubbles and stops moving. The other swing, though, it went, and this other one in front of Mori is just kind of like drunkenly like weaving around, and you didn't quite manage to clip it.
He will instead move... Yeah, that was one action. So he'll just move up 1, and taking one hand off of the staff, will swing it once more for a third attack. 13 to hit.
That's a miss.
And puts both hands back on his staff, just in a ready position.
So yeah, the swing goes wide, and we go from Akihiko to Nysla.
For my first action, I'm going to take my very fancy pistol and aim it at the one running away.
Mm-hmm.
And that is going to be a 17.
A 17's a hit.
Awesome. And that is going to be 5 concussive damage.
So you just clip them in the back of the head, and they just go right into the water. They're gone.
And I will reload the pistol, and then for my third action, I will recall knowledge about these lizard folk.
Is that a roll of a lore check?
It is a lore, or I have... It doesn't have to be like lore, but it can be recall knowledge, it can be arcana. I have arcana, I have occultism, I have society.
Nature would probably be the one that affects this one the most, I'd say, as they are sort of not super civilized.
It's a 15.
You are looking at them, and you know the obvious, like they breathe underwater, right? You know that they're not going to be slowed by it. You do know that you have to watch out for that blowgun, because those darts definitely have a poison on them, but you're not sure entirely what that poison does.
Well, and I will call out what I remember and learn about these for anybody to use as a +1 circumstance bonus to their next attack roll because of my known weaknesses.
Nice. From Nysla, Lune.
Summoning an idol on his 3 turns, right?
Yep. And I believe it gets an action on your turn. I don't remember how far away you can summon it from you.
Manifest Eidolon. It appears in an open space adjacent to you and can take a single action.
Okay, so it appears beside you. You can have it take an action to move if you wanted to just kind of like move up to one of the lizard folk, but I don't think it'll be attacking anyone anytime soon. What would you like it to do? As this Eidolon appears beside you, you see this almost like mirrored version, this somewhat smoky phantom.
Oh, it can't move between me and the lizard.
Like you summon it beside you, but I think you can have it move.
It has one action to do something.
Yeah.
So it can move up to its movement speed.
I guess it just stays beside me.
Okay. So you summon this Eidolon, it appears beside you, and like this, the water ripples out from it as you see the energy sort of charging up around it. And from Lune, we go to the Lizardfolk. The one is going to try to shoot its blowgun at Akihiko, as it is scared of your electricity. But first, it's going to move to get a better shot.
Oh no.
So that's one action, then two. That is a 9. They almost suck it in, and they freak out, and they shoot it out, and it flies right by your head, and it gets a little bit angry as it takes the javelin out, and it's just going to try to throw it at you as well.
I was gonna say, like, I pretty much flipped him off after that missed.
And you really throw him off, because you flip him off, and this Lizardfolk's just... It's the first time in its life that it's ever really dealt with anger. As it's just really frustrated. It hurls it, and it goes sailing so wide. It goes between Lune and Lune's Eidolon as it just sort of sinks into the mud, and both of you are staring at it. And it's furious. This is kind of like splashing in the water. The one in front of you, Morrigan, is going to try to strike. 13 is a swing and a miss. They're going to go in for their second attack, and then that is a miss as well. What's up, Roll 20? Coming at me?
That's a critical fail for you.
Oh yeah, your AC's a 19. So it goes in for this swing, and you were ready for it, Morrigan, as you've just been sort of learning this creature's moves. The flail itself, it very much is a weapon you have to kind of wind up and get the swing going before it brings it in with the momentum. So it gives you a little bit of time to sort of predict what's going on. The flail is going in, and you see that you have an opportunity to, if you want, I'll let you roll to try to hit the weapon out of its hand.
Ooh. Okay. Just a d20?
Yeah, and you can go ahead and add like the bonus you would get for an unarmed strike.
That is a 12.
0 points.
If you want, you can you can re-roll this.
Okay, yeah, I'll do it. That is a 16.
So it's going in for a swing, but it's very sloppy, and with this just lightning speed, you punch its wrist, and the hand just lets go of the flail, as it just like almost an open hand slap towards you, but it's just kind of limp, as you've just completely disabled its hand. And it's looking confused. This kind of thing's never happened to it before. Its flail just sinks into the water, and now it actually looks fairly freaked out. It takes its wooden shield and it raises it up to try to kind of hide behind it. And we go from them to Amber. So Amber is going to try to help out, swinging that glaive. Oh!
Come on, Amber.
There's no way that they can't kill this creature. So they bring this glaive down, and it just slices right across its side as the creature just falls down into the water. Just this pitiful look on its face as its arm is limp, it's sinking to the water, its blood is flowing out, and there is just the one left. Alright, Amber's just going to, move up towards the creature. And it goes from them to Mori.
Okay, so this is the plan. Morrigan is going to take flight towards this remaining lizard man and attempt a flurry of blows upon meeting. So I'm gonna roll and see if both hit, and then we can talk about damage, okay?
Okay.
Dive kick.
Eagle scream.
So the first is a 24 to hit.
That's definitely a hit, yeah.
Falcon kick.
And the second is a 13.
13 is a miss.
Okay, so we're gonna go in. We're flying, coming in hot. I like the kicking, so we're gonna come in foot first.
Yes!
Into the lizard man, and that is 4 damage. And the second one, it misses, but we'll say it's like I'm trying to get fancy. and I do like a turnaround to get like a roundhouse going, but my legs are too short.
So a lot of feathers flying everywhere. It's like the one hits, the other one just barely misses as you
Yes.
coming down. You still have one action, I believe.
I think we're just gonna go for it for a third hit. That is a miss. It's gonna miss.
What'd you get?
An 8.
Okay, it's not a critical fail, so you're good. You go in for this last hit, but the creature manages to avoid you. And it goes from your go to Akihiko.
So Akihiko just dodged both the blow dart and the javelin at it. And Akihiko is now feeling himself. So like he puts the staff over one shoulder and is like his shoulders are back and he's just walking pelvis forward, just like strutting up to this creature. And in such an obvious way as to get its attention so that it knows death is coming, but he's trying to be sexy about it, so that he turns around and has his tail like sweep under the chin of this lizard folk as he just winds up, and you all hear the sound of like a cat, like a wildcat growling, as he uses his spell strike to cast Gouging Claw.
I love that you have a cat themed spell.
When I saw it, I'm like, this is everything.
You build your character around this.
Yeah.
That is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, you got him.
Alrighty, so that is going to be it's 5 damage, and then the Gouging Strike is 5 damage, so a total of 10 points of damage as the cat just comes down upon this creature.
So there's just this bloody claw right across their chest. They're still up, but they look rough.
Die, creature!
It's close.
He will make one last attempt and see what happens. Ooh, that's gonna miss. That would be 9 to hit.
All right, so it's us.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna spend a hero point. We'll see what happens.
Yes. Ooh.
It's 13, unfortunately. No, sorry, it's 15 because it's -1. Yeah, 15.
So that's still not quite as you're bringing it in. The creature is hissing as it looks terrified. It wants to leave so bad, but unfortunately it's Nysla's turn.
First action, go to aim the gun at it.
Oh my god, are you about to... What is that? You put the apple between...
Yeah.
Just 2 big ears?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean that is a 19 for me.
So it's good that you're all a party of short people, and this creature is tall.
Yep, I just aim above you. And that is going to be 6 damage.
So you fired this blast, and it just catches it right in the throat as it looks like it was just about to turn tail and run, and it just falls down.
Savage. We are savages.
Greetings there, travelers. It's me, Wingover Gimbrel, famous gnome bard, and welcome back to the Inn of the Seven Dice. If you hear a cat screaming in the background, it's because one of them snuck in while I was in the middle of doing some shopping, and then, you come in through the extra plane of portals, and you try to get to your inn, and then there's a freaking cat there. Oh great, and now it's clawing things. Stop it. It's been nice coming back to the Carcosa online, seeing how the lovely world's doing. You do get attacked by some lizard folk now and then, maybe some gnolls, but that's just how things are in the video games. So that's all right. I'm sure. What's the worst that could possibly happen to our party members, right? I came in armed with a fun fact today, so don't you worry. Here it is. Alright, so originally, in Carcosa Online, there was supposed to be a carriage service that was known as Loft, because the eccentric trillionaire who owns the actual loft in the real world, wanted to have some fun, weird double carriages in the game. But when they tried implementing this in the QA stage, for some reason, no matter what they did, these carriages would always tip over and people were dying. So they decided probably not the best thing to have on here, right? And unfortunately, Loft was not able to have its name within Carcosa Online. This did anger the trillionaire, but what can you do? Alright, travelers, so things have been going pretty good over here at the end of the 7 dice, but unfortunately, we don't have any new reviews. I'm stretching, that's why I'm sounding like this. We don't have any new reviews. None of those new reviews. So, what can you do to help us out? Head on over to the iTunes. We need the sweet reviews there, either just the stars or the written ones. The written ones definitely are nice because then we can know what you think about the series, all that kind of stuff, and helps inspire the people here. But also, if you head on over to Spotify, we are at 38 of those 5-star reviews. So if you want to give us a couple more, help us hit 40. We're so close. Just jump on that good stuff. Also, we have a good old YouTubes. Yeah, so if you want to check that out, lots of fun stuff. We often put up clips from the show using the artwork and whatnot. So check that out if you're interested. I think that's all really the promo stuff I have going on here that they've been handing me, this piece of paper. So let's go ahead and get started with this cursed radio. Checking out the cursed radio, hoping that the eyes don't turn into teeth, hoping that it doesn't grow hair that stings me. And there we go.
Excited about any part of the road trip?
What will get the van started?
Hold on, do you think it's like cursed or something?
Come on now.
Did you just ask me if a car is cursed?
And we can read the postcards. I found these in the glove box of the van.
Marlon has a face of like, this shit's cursed.
I think they're all from your eternal light. If anybody wants to play any games, we can play Padiddle.
Let me finish shoving this Tesla off the little ledge here into a hole.
The horse's name is D'Artagnan.
Ah, Jimmy loves this town, baby!
Don't stop in this town, you'll die!
We can take turns seeing which states we see on license plates.
And you see that the whole head has just been disintegrated, falls out a similar looking worm.
Get this fucking thing off me!
And we can sing songs.
Now keep your mouth shut, look
Well,
down!
don't tell her to keep
Say
her mouth
hold
shut.
on now.
Hold on.
And eat snacks.
Oh, now hold on now. That is deeply unpleasant.
Oh my, what is that?
I take out my bat and I start hitting
It
it.
doesn't say don't put it in your mouth. It says don't let it in your mouth. That's what I usually do in the car, but by myself. But I can do it together now.
I'm right excited about it.
You know what? I'm getting kind of used to the cursed radio, actually, travelers. It's kind of like it's relaxing. I know sometimes it'll say things like, Wingover, we know what you did today. We know that you hid those gold pieces in the... And I don't want to go any further because if I tell you that, you'll know where I'm hiding my gold pieces. Yeah, it's just like little things like that. It'll say to me that unnerve me and to make it hard to sleep. But other than that, it's nice listening to the radio. Alright, travelers, you've heard enough of me rambling today. Get on back out there. Let's listen what's going on in Escaping Carcosa Online. I bid you all adieu.
And you all feel so strong. So you're like, we rock this fight.
Akihiko's just like, flirty waving as the light leaves its eyes and it shatters into particles.
The creatures, they shatter, and you see like this little thing pops up for all of you getting some loot from this good fight.
Loot!
Mm-hmm, what every adventurer craves.
Things and stuff. Capitalism.
Let's see here. Y'all did, oh man, I couldn't roll for shit, and y'all did so well. Let's give you some good stuff.
I mean, you did, like, crit out of the gate against Lune.
That's true.
That's
It was like
true.
after that, it was downhill. It's like, all right, we gave you your one. Yeah.
You don't get any more.
Yeah. All right, so there is 5 of you. There's 35 gold pieces. That is acquired. And you got 3 pieces of Lizardfolk meat. And the little description says, make sure you cook it right, underneath it. And you do see there is 1 potion of minor healing that you acquire from them. As well as you find a bag that is on, like pops into your inventory. And it's really up to whoever wants this one. But it says, the never-ending bag of bran.
Of bran?
Bran.
I'm like, is it an age thing that I immediately think of the grain?
That's what I'm thinking, like
Yeah,
bran
same.
muffins.
Yeah.
You open it up to take a peek, and it's bran flakes. It doesn't end. You pour it out, and it just keeps going.
I offer it to the bird.
I was gonna say, I think the bird is
Your
gonna be
eyes.
very interested in the bag of bran.
You have some just doing that bird thing where your head goes all the way back, you're choking it down.
Ah.
However, when that happens, Akihiko walks over to Lune and smacks him in the head with his staff.
Bonk!
You have magic, and that's not a spear.
Oh, but it's sharp.
It is a staff. It is not meant to be thrown.
Oh, it does seem kind of soft.
You do this, and he smacks you again on the head.
I mean, just, if you're, like, when we're in combat, you should do the little menu that pops up. The second thing says spells. You just hit that, and it'll show you what you got.
Oh, is that what it's for?
Yes,
Oh,
you have magic. I have magic. We need to utilize all of our tools if we're going to survive this, or I will throw you to the wolves, literally. Well, actually, I don't know if there's wolves. I'll throw you to lizards.
There's not wolves on this level.
Right. And not everybody is meant to be in the front line. You are back line.
Lune, did you not read up on your character when you were creating them?
I thought I was getting a torch. I thought I was an assassin.
It looks like your class is Summoner. That's why you can summon that. They point to your Eidolon.
Point at Lune 2.0.
Yeah.
And then we just look at each other confused.
1.1.
1.1.
So, you use that to go attack things in melee, and you stand back here and use your spells in concert with it attacking.
Oh, so I just shout. Okay, I'll try that next time. Hope it works.
It'll work better. It'll definitely work better.
You have
Yes.
to create verbal components, and you have to use wibbly-wobbly finger wingies.
And spears.
Maybe in the beginning, you should summon the creature at the beginning of the fight. Let it kind of move in there and fight.
Give the creature your spear.
That's true.
I feel like we're really moving.
Lune_2 looks over at Lune and looks at Lune's staff.
We just ended up being cheerleaders the whole time.
You do it.
Moral support.
And points at Nysla. Nysla seems like the kind of person who would be very emotional if you died in front of them.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm not sure if I'll actually no. I kind of think of it sometimes with the way I do things.
And Amber. Amber seems also kind of on the emotional spectrum.
Yeah. I actually am very troubled at seeing the other person die. Just on the way here, I didn't even know who that was. So, please don't die.
But it seems like the other Luminous doesn't mind. You know?
I think they just go back to, like, the void when they run out of hell.
Oh,
And then you just summon them again, because, you had them earlier and they're gone, and then you brought them back.
If we're in here, can we go to hell?
Do you believe in hell?
That's an existential question about
Question,
immortal
yeah.
souls.
And it doesn't sound like something we can easily test.
I want to try.
I wonder if they codified souls. Did they get data on our deaths?
Is consciousness the same as a soul? Because We're conscious in here.
Have you noticed changes to your personality?
I do feel more confident. I think it's having such a big weapon and the ability to physically heal people in front of me.
I mean, I noticed I was not great at noticing the little things before. I'm much better at noticing them now.
I can walk, so this is just everything else after this point is awesome.
Oh,
I'm floating.
I'm a bird, so this is just surreal. I will attribute any idiosyncrasies that develop here to being a bird.
Oh gosh, what happens if you leave here? You just start developing a taste for bugs.
Oh no.
Aren't you rich?
Yes.
Well, I mean,
you eat bugs. Yeah, you're rich.
Bugs in other parts of the world. They fry them up.
Yeah.
Just means that in the unfortunate scenario that I develop a taste for bugs, I will be able to afford the best bugs.
There you go.
Afford your bug habit.
Bugs are easy to, get a lot of them too. It's easy to grow them.
Just go to the pet store and be like, "Hi, I would like 30 crickets."
Yeah, I would like your entire supply of mealworms, please.
Don't look at me like that. Oh, you have a gecko? A what?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yes, exactly. Totally.
Just don't try to fly when we get out of here, okay?
I mean, we're working on it.
I meant when we get back to the real world, don't try to fly.
Oh.
So, but back to you, Lune. Do you have any other questions? Because again, emotional people, you dying bad.
Oh, I don't have any more questions. Or it might come during battle, but I won't know.
We'll just yell at you to use your spells.
You can always just yell things, and we should communicate during battle. I mean, we're pretty good. We're working in sync, but I think if there's ever times to plan or somebody needs to know something, at least we could see each other's hit points. That's nice.
So I think a good rule, next time we get into battle, whoever's closest to Lune, remind him.
Yes.
It's the buddy system.
Well, Nysla, you're in the back line. You should probably be there to remind him. And now you just see Akihiko just looking a little worried about something, just looking off to both sides, tail just twitching back and forth.
Did you see something?
What? No, I didn't see anything. I'm fine.
Lune just looks down. Oh, I think I'm bleeding. Oh, no, that's not mine.
Yeah, there's a lot of Lizardfolk blood everywhere.
Everywhere.
Wait, what color are lizard's blood?
It was red still. Yeah. Your blood, though, when it came out, it was almost a glowing white, but mixed with
Plasma.
I guess it was more like a pink.
I did have a quick question about all the items and stuff. We as a group got this, or is?
Yeah. So as a group, you got it. You can split it up however.
I just put it in my held items.
And 35 gold to be split amongst the 4 or 5 of us. How are we dealing with Amber?
It's entirely up to you. I will say, I guess role-playing wise, they probably would be interested in having gold.
Yeah. So 7 for everybody.
Yeah.
You hear a little splash, and all of you're on such high alert. You quickly turn toward where the splash is coming from, and swimming in the water, you see this kobold. There's a little nameplate above them. It says, Houndman. Woo! Hey, how's it going?
Enjoying your swim, Houndman?
I heard fighting, so I came over here to check out.
We kind of, massacred those Lizardfolk.
Well, that's good. I didn't arrive in time for the last group. I got bad timing.
Yeah, you kind of do. By the way, Houndman. Hot? Not hot.
Let's roll a D100.
D100 for hotness, right?
76. Yeah, they're hot. Yeah.
Pretty hot.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're holding their own. Yeah.
They got some nice chiseled features.
Okay, so remember, 76 being a C is only a C in America. Everywhere else, that would be really good. That's well above average.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
It's a hot kobold.
Yeah, they're swimming. They look very fit. You see above their head, they're level 2.
How did you get level 2?
Oh man, the moment I came in this place after I killed those skeletons, I dove into this dungeon. I've just been killing things all the time. I think I'm at the top.
Oh, probably. I mean,
We
it's
haven't been here very long.
great being behind you.
Oh, Amber. Yeah, it's nice to see you're still alive.
This is the person who saved you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm not surprised that they're still alive. They're really good. Yeah, I am.
I love this voice coming out of a hot.
little
Kobold?
Well, they're like almost 3 feet tall. Like they're even short for a kobold. Like they're just kind of swimming circles around all of you. They're doing like backstroke and all that.
Just Michael Phelpsing it up.
I've never felt so good in my life. This game rocks.
I know what you mean.
How the hell do I log out?
Wait.
Did you miss
You don't?
the announcement?
That's what?
Can I come with you?
Sure. Where you live?
I meant to log out.
I don't know how. I don't know what's going on. I just came down here because I wanted to mess some stuff up.
Oh, we can't get out of the game. We're stuck here.
Yeah.
What? Really?
Yeah, you see how, there's no log out button, and did you try and,
Yeah.
let a person
Just
know?
figured that was a feature.
Yeah.
Nope, that's a bug.
It's a bug.
So what's
Yeah.
gonna happen when I gotta take a leak?
I think you can just do that.
Will it make real
don't know.
me go?
Probably not.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I've been holding it. That's how I was waiting.
You don't want a virtual UTI.
Well, there's a whole swamp. You can just...
Well, I'll let you know. Don't swim near me.
But also, don't die,
Why?
and be wary of, because, you're dead.
If you die here, you die in real life.
So if I die in here, oh, that's so awesome! Whoa, this is such a killer game, literally. Nice.
Akihiko is just blushing, just ears and tail akimbo.
What?
Just, blinking, what?
Man, I'm glad I got this day one. If I knew I missed out on this, I'd be so pissed.
You're the coolest person ever.
Yeah, I'm a bit of adrenaline junkie. I like doing anything that might kill me.
Well,
Coincidentally, now I'm in that sort of death game. What? Wicked.
Just super crush status over his head.
Hearts floating.
Uh-huh.
Oh, we should try to fight something stronger. These Lizardfolk are nothing.
Well, we're looking for the sub boss.
Fought a knoll. Just punch it in the face.
Yeah, have you found anything bigger?
No, I've just been kind of going around. I felt bad because I kept hearing all these nerds screaming, so I was like, well, better go check that out. And, I arrived late, 50% of the time. I saved a few people. There's one guy called Dr. Juicy Baby. I was like, gotta save you.
I think we remember that.
Yeah, they were part of the whole democracy crew.
Oh, well, they were a democracy of one.
Oh no! The whole party?
I don't know if they're just kind of traveling on their own. They talk they're fun. They're like a musician, a bard or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess Juicy Baby makes sense. How juicy? Stop it, Derrick.
Oh, they sound like, that really old show, Flight of the Conchords?
Yeah.
When that one guy tried to sound like David Bowie? Kind of sounded like that.
Interesting.
Well, okay.
Yeah, when you travel to random, crazy mountains and all that kind of stuff, everybody doesn't have the latest shows. You end up watching a lot of old stuff.
What do you do in real life?
Oh, everything and anything. Skydiving, climbing mountains, wrestling bears, whatever they, you put something in front of me and they're like, well, you might die doing this. I am there. People pay me so much money because they think I'm going to die, but I prove them wrong every time.
This person may be a streamer or a non-branded YouTuber.
Oh, no, I'm shit with technology. I'm on a friend's computer right now.
Oh, well, at least your friend isn't in here, because they might have been one of the dead nerds.
That's true. They do kind of suck. I mean, really nice, but they'd be dead. Oh, I've seen so many. Whoa, I watched so many people die. Wow. I feel kind of bad because there was one group where I could have probably used some potions on them, but I was like, whatever, they'll just, it's just a stupid game. I feel terrible about that.
It's okay. You saved your potions for the important person.
That's true. The swamp sucks.
Can we see like alive how many people are in the game? Like if we like open up the menu?
Yes, you can. Let's
For
see
Hunger
how
Games.
many people have died. It's been an hour.
That's going to be the new song that ends every episode.
Yeah, right?
See how many people have died. Today it was 932.
All right, so before we were at 10,928. 72 people have perished. Lucas, what's the math on that? Listen, I worked all day. Give me a second.
10,840. Oh God, I think it's 44.
72 people perished so far. Whoa, we're losing a lot of players here. People got to get serious about this. You can't mess around if it's a death game. I played a different kind of death game though. A lot of people lost that one.
I don't know what that means.
So they put like these collars around your neck, right? And you had like a certain amount of time to make it through the maze. There's other people and only so many people can get out of the maze. If you mess up, then the collar shoves all these spikes into your throat.
Did you get sawed?
No, I signed up.
You Jigsaw? You signed up?
Yeah.
Are you?
I'm gonna take a step or two.
Are
away.
you? Like, I don't know. You just seem like a kind of person who's constantly like going from place to place, doing death-defying things. I'm assuming you must be like really single in life.
Oh yeah, no, can't. A lot of people aren't really interested in being like, are you gonna die today? Like.
Yeah, no, I would totally understand that. I mean, it's the whole death-defying thing just sounds, it's kind of, I don't know, just
It's exhilarating, yeah.
Yeah, it's exhilarating. That's the word I was going to say.
The thing is though, you do all these stupid things. People pay you so much money. I'm loaded. I don't really use the money for much, just for travel and like staying places and maybe a fancy dinner. But like, yeah, I got money in the bank.
Yeah.
I don't think I could ever just settle down though. I get too bored.
I could totally see that. I don't understand how to talk to people.
So would your death-defying self want to go on a very dangerous thing with us to defeat the sub-boss of this area?
Sub-boss? Hell yeah, that sounds rad. Let's do it. I'm in. I'm a rogue, by the way.
Oh, so you're
That's
the
fantastic.
assassin that Lune was trying to be.
Oh, are you an assassin?
Oh. Yeah, I'm an. No.
No. What are you,
No.
Lune?
I have this guy. Then Lune 2.0 just looks at.
Oh, I thought that was just another player. Whoa, you got two people?
Yeah, it's my brother. And then Lune 2.0 just looks at me and says, Elvish. And then he speaks Elvish
Whoa.
randomly.
I don't know what he said. I can understand what all these lizards are saying though.
I didn't understand what he said, but I kind of felt what he said. He said, I speak Elvish.
Oh, wait, don't you speak Elvish?
No?
Pointing at, Nysla.
Nysla?
Yes, I do.
You would have picked up that they just literally said in Elvish, I speak Elvish.
Yeah, speaks Elvish.
Great.
Cool. If we all want to just kind of head to the sub boss, and sounds like we got ourselves a party. 6 of us. Nice.
Yeah, totally. Let's all head there together because that's just such a great idea. Just ears down, tail down.
And so the 6 of you trudge/swim through the water, making your way towards this great glowing tree in the distance. Escaping Carcosa is brought to you by the Ballad of the Seven Dice Network. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram by searching Ballad of the Seven Dice. Supporting our Patreon helps us pay for the show, such as hosting, equipment, and additional content for you to enjoy. Our Patreon is pay what you want and contains behind-the-scenes footage, audio dramas, one-shots, and more. You can also head over to iTunes and Spotify and leave us a 5-star review. Every review helps us fight against the horrors of the algorithm. Until next time, dear travelers, keep an eye out for that yellow sign.